चचार तीर्थायतनेषु नद्यः पुरेषु holy place like Ayodhya, Dwaraka, Mathura, Punya, piety, Upavana, the parks, Adri, hill, Kunjeshu, in the objects, Apanka, the third sin, Toyeshu, the water, Sarit, river, Sarasu, lakes, Anantalinkehi, the forms of the unlimited, Samalankriteshu, being so decorated, Chara, executed, Tirtha, the place of pilgrimage, Ayataneshu, holy lands, Ananyaha, alone or seeing Krishna alone. Translation of by His Divine Grace, Abhay Saranarinda, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, exact translation. He began to travel alone, thinking only of Krishna to various holy places like Ayodhya, Dwaraka, and Mathura. He traveled where the air, hill, orchard, river, and lake are all pure and sinless, and where the forms of the unlimited decorate the temples. Thus he performed pilgrim's progress. Please respond, he began to travel alone, thinking only of Krishna. So various holy places like Ayodhya, Dwaraka, Mathura. He traveled where the air, hill, orchard, river, and lake are all pure and sinless, where the forms of the unlimited decorate the temples. Thus he performed pilgrim's progress. The purport. These archa forms of the Lord may be considered idols by the atheists, but it does not matter for a person like Vidura or his many other servants. The forms of the Lord are mentioned here as Anantalinka. It means the forms of the Lord of unlimited potency. The same as that of the Lord Himself. There is no difference between the potencies of the archa or the form of those personal form of the Lord. Example of the post box and the post office will be applied here. The little post boxes distributed all over the city have the same potency of the postal system in general. The duty of the post office is to carry the letters from one place to another. If one puts letters into post box authorized by a general government officer, the functions of the carrying letters is performed without a doubt. Similarly, Achamurti can deliver the same unlimited potency of the Lord, and when he is personally present, Vidura therefore could see Lord Krishna in the different Raja form, and ultimately he was able to realize Krishna alone and nothing else. मम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं भूतगदामह्यं दधाति स्वपदान्तिकं देवं श्रीगुरु श्रीतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सर्वनाथाय आंशजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिशरसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादा श्रीलता शिक्षाकामितांश हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु हिंदू जगतपते गोपीशा गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमस्ते तप्तकांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विशालाक्षते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये पंचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी विचारे निर्विशेष शुद्धवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे जय श्री Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, welcome everyone for today's class after a long time. Very good. Pureshu punyopa vanadri kunjeshu apankato yeshu sadichakashu anantalingehi samalankradeshu chad tirthaya danesha ananyaha. See here, the translation goes like this. He began to travel alone, thinking only of Krishna through various holy places like Ayodhya, Dwarka and Mathura. He traveled where the air, hill, orchard, river and lake are all pure, and sinless where the forms of the unlimited decorate the temple. Thus, the perform pilgrim's progress. You see here, there are so many important points here to think about. The word alone is very important here. Notice the meaning of alone. Alone means without any material anxieties, without any material targets. So the devotees who are aspiring to travel, he should give up his material enjoyment and travel. We are traveling only for the pleasure of the Lord. Right? That should be the idea of the traveling. That's why the traveling is not very much approved for a brahmachari or a grahastha. It is mainly for the vanaprasthas and mainly for sannyasis. Because the brahmachari stage, we are disturbed. Nowadays in Kali Yuga, brahmacharya ends when you fail, then you get married. But that is not the meaning of grahastha life. Grahastha means once you pass brahmacharya, then the guru say, yes, now you are able to control senses, then he promote you for grahastha life. That's why in Kali Yuga it is very difficult for people to retain as a grahastha ashram. We practice in brahmacharya and then we fail and then we get married. But that is not Gurukul training. Gurukul training is not, Guru is not sitting to make sure all the you fell down or we get married now. No, you fell down, you get married now. No, that's not the training. Brahmacharya training means, it's just, because in the initial stage our senses are agitated. There's a nice sloka. In 10th canto. Ten 29. The frogs who had all along been lying silent, suddenly began croaking when they heard the rumbling of the rain clouds. In the same way, the Brahmana students who performed their morning duties in silence began reciting their lessons when called by their teacher. Here it's explained that Prabhupada explains. Of course, even though the commentary is not given by Prabhupada, it is taken from the Prabhupada comments. This Prabhupada commentary, Krishna book mostly they take. The 10th canto, the commentary mostly take from Krishna book here and there. Of course, I don't feel anything much wrong in that. Mostly they quote from Prabhupada, the Krishna book, and then they quote from like all the acharyas. Nothing much actually wrong. Okay, so Prabhupada comments. After the first rainfall, when there is a thundering sound in the clouds, all the frogs began to croak, just like a student suddenly engaging in reading their studies. Students are generally supposed to rise early in the morning. They do not usually arise of their own accord. You were asking yesterday, right? See here, Prabhupada says. Students are generally supposed to rise in the early morning, but do not usually arise of their own accord. However, only when there is a bell sounder at the temple or in the cultural institution. By the order of the spiritual master, they immediately rise and after finishing their morning duties, they sit down to study the Vedas or to chant Vedic mantras. Similarly, everyone is sleeping in the darkness of Kali Yuga. And when there is a great Acharya, when there is a great Acharya, by his calling only, everyone takes study of Vedas and acquire actual knowledge. So what the point that we have to consider here is actually Brahmacharya, initially the Acharya. Acharya means student. In the student stage, until we come to that second class platform or first class platform, you are always agitated. With agitated minds, when you are traveling, it's not very much actually appreciated. That's why Prabhupada said, do not go Vrindavan, don't stay more than 3 days. Why Prabhupada is saying? Why Prabhupada said, don't stay Vrindavan more than 5 days, sorry. Prabhupada said, don't go Vrindavan alone and stay more than 5 days. And special occasions, we are sent him, he was staying, special occasions is there, but mostly we are taking risk actually. It's not advised because the word alone is not there. Most of the time we are not alone. Right? That's why when devotees say, Prabhu, I am alone, and I say, you are not alone. You are always with your mind, intelligence and senses. Right? That's why, in fact, Brahmachari should not be alone. Brahmachari, even Bhakti Siddhanta, do not like devotees eating separately. Bhakti Siddhanta say all devotees must eat prasadam together, sleep together, talk together and spend time together. Alone is only for actually sannyasis or some qualified vanaprasthas. Otherwise, the alone business is not actually appreciated for the students. That is why the first stage, you surrender your intelligence. Brahmacharya life is not actually easy life. It's the age of austerity. It's time of austerity. It's not easy. It's not easy life. Because to surrender yourself to somebody, it is not an easy task. You just become a robot, and then it's not easy for that. It's not Jivatma. It is not easy because Jivatma is Swarat, right? Jivatma is what is Swarat?
Independent.
Freedom. Yes, of freedom. Yes, independent. And then your independent nature and someone is controlling you, but there is a quarrel. No, I want to do this, and Prabhu is asking you to do this. Oh my God, well late. So there is actually a disturbance. But the intelligent devotees will understand that I am not qualified to use my intelligence, so I am surrendering. I am not qualified to use my independence, so I am surrendering. So when you qualify, that will be given to you. There is higher stage, vanaprastha, sannyasi, higher stages, grahastha some extent. So some independence is there for grahastha, because grahastha is not married man, understand, not all married men are grahasthas. The grahastha means the qualified married man. That you have to understand, not the grahastha. Independence means what? The qualified, like Ambarish Maharaj, like Parishit Maharaj, and then Yudhishthira. All of them are grahasthas because they are qualified householders. The qualified householders have independence, but Brahmachari no independence. He has to stay in the Brahmachari Gurukule, Vasan, Dhanto, Guru Orhitam. You stay in the ashrama only for the pleasure of the spiritual master. It's not that I like to do this, I like to do that, I want to go here, I want to go there. That is not actually, appreciated for Brahmacharya. So the traveling alone is very important. It means Vidura was very capable in controlling the senses. That's why I was able to travel alone. Otherwise, nobody can travel alone. Right? When you are traveling, always your mind is telling you to go here, and intelligence saying you do this one, and eyes is getting attracted to this, and then nose is getting attracted to this, always. So Dhira. So when the Shiva was called as Dhira, when Kalidas is calling Shiva Dhira, because when Parvati was there, and then Shiva was doing tapasya, and then Shiva was not disturbed with it. So it's called as Dhira. Even actually, even the Chirgad, Dhira also, they were, the Vastahara Leela. Vastahara Leela also, normally people think that how can, Krishna can be so immoral, he asked all the gopis to stand naked. What kind of God he is? How can a God do this? What kind of teacher? God is supposed to be the universal teacher, no?
Then
Yet Acharati Shreshtas Tata Devadro Jana. You know, Krishna asked woman to be naked, he also has to be naked. Is it right? Because the gopis, they were praying to Katyayani. Internal potency of the Lord. Katyayani Devi is not external potency, it's internal potency of the Lord. She was praying. And then, for Krishna to be their husband. But Krishna cannot be their husband. Because Krishna don't want to condition them by becoming their husband. Because when you make someone as your wife, you are conditioning them. They have to follow you, they have to serve you and all those things. But the gopis and Krishna, they are equal level. Nobody is superior, nobody inferior. How can he get married and then make them inferior to him? Husband is supposed superior, wife is inferior, high and low. But among gopis and Krishna, nobody is superior, nobody inferior, all equal level. So Krishna wanted to satisfy them. That is why, because in Vedic customs, nobody can see a woman naked except the husband. In order to that, Krishna was asked them to naked. Right? Even then, if you see the chapter, and there is no place that the gopis did not like it. The gopis liked it. Gopis liked it. They were, in fact, they were joking with Krishna and all those things. But after that, after they came outside, and then they are hiding their body, and then came outside, and then Krishna said that you offended Varna. You went inside the water without dress, offended. So you have to raise your hand and ask forgiveness. See? But why I am saying this, even after seeing so many women, like this, and after that, even all the gopis, they wanted to have intimate relationship with Krishna, but Krishna said, no. Next autumn, I will dance with you, not now. You see why I am saying? Because how much control he should be. How much control he should be, All of them want Krishna to be their husband. All of them naked in front of him, and nobody is there. And that's why Prabhupada is saying, Prabhupada is saying in the commentary, in the purport, Prabhupada is saying that, you don't see anywhere that Krishna is having sex with any of the gopis. Nowhere you can see. Nowhere you can see Krishna having sex with gopis. Right? Nowhere in Bhagavatam you read that Krishna was having some, of course they were having some joking and then love and affection, and then Krishna was satisfying their kamya. Krishna was satisfying their lusty desires. They wanted to offer, they want to worship Krishna with lust. And a pujari worshipped Krishna with flowers, and gopi wanted to worship Krishna with their lust. So Krishna accepted that. And there is no other place, that where it's mentioned that Krishna was having some sex with the gopis. Why? Because, he's completely control his mind. Prabhupada says that is why, we have to understand that, if we are in that position, we will fall down. But then even that position is not for. That's why Bhishma is saying, I am not brahmachari, Krishna is brahmachari. When so many young girls are standing in front of you, and then, he's saying, I am not satisfied you, next atom. See how much is control to say that. That's why what we have to understand that he's traveling alone means actually completely vacho vegam, manasa krodho vegam, jihva vegam, utro pastha vegam. It's not that, that's why when Dasharat told Kausalya that actually I am going to take sannyas. Dasharat told once I am going to take sannyas. Then the Kausalya told, for the sense, for the one who controls the senses, he can control senses in the house also. Yeah. If you cannot control senses, even if you go forest, you cannot control senses. You cannot control senses, even if you go forest, you cannot control the senses. Why? Because in the brahmacharya stage, in the initial stage of bhakti, or a third class platform, whenever you get some problem, immediately the thought comes to your mind is what? Leave this place. Leave this place. And look for some other place. That's the immediate thought that comes to you. Leave this place and look for some other place. That is why I always want to try to change this place from this place, from that place, this place. We always want to do that. But that is not the solution. The solution is that you have faulty You have faulty tools. The carpenter is going to one house and then he is doing some job and the job is imperfect. Carpenter is doing some job in one house, the job is imperfect, so the job, make it fast, Prabhu, getting late, do it fast. The carpenter is going to the house and then he is doing the job and it is imperfect. Then the carpenter goes next house, do the job, they are also imperfect. Then he goes to another house, they are also imperfect. Why? Because his tool is not sharp. Not by changing house from this place, that place, this place. Why SKM? Okay, it's gone. It's gone, HKM. HKM, HKC. I mean, come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's not actually, it's not proper. Because everywhere there will be some problems here and there. So, Bitra was traveling alone. Why he was traveling alone? Because he was always thinking of only Krishna. The secret to travel alone, or the secret to be alone, actually, we are all traveling. Right? Are we not traveling? That's why it's called samsara. Samsara means a cycle. Traveling birth after birth after birth after birth. Yantra rudani maya. We are actually in the yantra. The body is called yantra. In this body, we are traveling. Many, many, many births. And only one life you can go to Krishna. On all other life of failures. So, the purpose of visiting the holy places. The purpose of going to holy places is some or other get attraction towards Krishna. Some or other get attraction towards Krishna. So once Prabhupada is saying, I was hearing lecture, Prabhupada is saying, devotee is not non-violent. Devotee is not about non-violent. Devotee is not about having a best attitude in the world. We are not. We are not trying to be a best moralist. We are not trying to be non-violent. We are simply want to please Krishna. To please Krishna, if violence is required, you take it. If you have to tell lie, you tell lie. In order to please Krishna, if you have to cheat, you cheat. In order to please Krishna, if you have to fight, you fight. To be humble, you be humble. To chastise, you chastise. To be chastised and get the chastisement. That is Krishna consciousness. So when you travel to holy places, when you travel to holy places, and then what? You are recollecting the memories of Krishna. When you preach, you are getting strong, is it not? Why? Why are you getting strong by preaching? Simply think of Krishna. When you preach, you think of Krishna, and you are trying the philosophy, you are telling the philosophy, then actually what? You are preaching to yourself. Yes. Not that, nobody buy books from morning to night, I am standing, nobody buying, Prabhu, nobody buying. Then you are what? You are still in the materialistic platform. Why you are result oriented? Karma vadigaraste mahaphaleshu gadachana. So that's what Krishna says. Do your duty but don't expect the result. We appreciate ourselves, in fact. When you go to the holy places like Ayodhya, Dwarka, Mathura, all the places are very auspicious. Out of all these places, Vrindavan is very, very special. You know why? Vrindavan is more purer than other places because all are pure. All are pure. All the holy places are pure. Ayodhya, Dwarka, all are pure. But Vrindavan will purify you more. You know why? Prabhupada is explaining that in Vrindavan, Krishna was walking without shoes. In Vrindavan, Prabhupada was walking without shoe. In Dwarka, he was wearing with shoe. So because Vrindavan sand is having the direct association of Krishna's feet. All the symbols of Krishna's feet actually we can see in Vrindavan land. Even now, the pure devotees can see. Prabhupada saying in one purport. When pure devotees, even now they see the lotus feet of Krishna. Because Krishna is, even now he is doing the Leela in Vrindavan. Every day he is doing Leela in Vrindavan. Krishna will never be in Vrindavan. Every day he is doing Leela in Vrindavan. Nitya Leela. That's why they call Nitya Leela. Always it's going on. So when you go to holy places and then you think of Krishna's pastime and then you associate with the devotees, then naturally you are coming to the state of being alone. How to control the mind, how to engage the mind in Rishikena Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. So you travel where the air, hill, orchard, river, lake and pure, all pure and sinless. Where the forms was unlimited, decorate the temple. Normally, the material world is full of sins. But anything in connection to Krishna is pure. Anything in connection to Krishna is pure. Then you can ask another question. What is not connected to Krishna? What is not connected to Krishna? What is not connected? When we say anything connected to Krishna is pure, then we ask the question, what is not connected to Krishna? Show me one object which is not connected to Krishna. Anything?
Everything is whatever we use for Krishna.
We say that anything that is connected to Krishna is pure. Right? Anything related to Krishna is pure. Then now the question arises, which is not connected to Krishna? Or which is not related to Krishna?
Which we don't use for Krishna. Which we don't use for Krishna.
Yeah, which one?
Here everything we use for Krishna. Here, temple of.
I'm not asking here. I'm asking. Which is not related to Krishna? Everything related to Krishna. Then why we say that anything related to Krishna is pure? It means everything is pure. Everything is pure. Take some liquor. Drink liquor. Also pure. Eat meat, also pure. So how?
But it is said by Krishna not to do.
That is another thing. But anything related to Krishna is pure. And everything related to Krishna. So everything is pure. Is it right or wrong?
Right.
Right. Okay. Then take some liquor. You want some beef? Also pure. Beef is pure. So, of course, everything is in the purest form when you see in relationship with Krishna. But when you don't see relationship with Krishna, then the impurity is in your senses, not in the object. Where is impurity? Where is impurity? In your senses. If you see actually a beautiful girl and then you're getting attracted to her and then getting lusty, the problem is not with the girl. Where is the problem? It's your senses. So anything related to Krishna is pure, everything is pure, no doubt about that. But you must have the proper consciousness to relate everything to Krishna. That is training. That is the spiritual life is all about. Spiritual life is all about how to connect everything with Krishna. That is spiritual life. Tasoho Kaunteya, Prabha Surya, Pranava Sarva Vedeshu, Sabdake Paurusham Tushu. Right? Everything, how to connect to Krishna. Bhubira Puranalovayu, Kamano Udirevacha, Ahankara Vidiyame, Bhinna Prakriti Ashtata. Everything is Krishna. Krishna says, in one sense, everything is me. Everything is himself. That's why.
Sarvam Kalvitam Brahma.
Sarvam Kalvitam Brahma. Everything is Krishna. Everything is God. Everything is Brahman. Then, I am also God, you are also God, you are also God. No, energy, Lord's energy. Understand? So, art of making things pure, that is Krishna consciousness. So we say, Om apavitro pavitro va sarvavastum gathopi va ismare pundari kaksham abhyapyantaraha suchihi. Become pure. The moment you think of Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, the moment you think of Krishna or Vishnu, even dirty things will become pure. Everything is pure. That's why Krishna appeared on Ashtami, Rama appeared on Navami. Both considered inauspicious. And Krishna's favorite month is Purushottam Mas, which is again considered inauspicious. Krishna is accepting all the fallen things. Krishna accepts all the fallen things. And another thing is actually we see where the forms of the unlimited decorate the temple. But normally what we say? We are decorating the deities. What we normally, how we think? The deities are decorating and decorating Krishna. That's what we say now. But here what it say? The deities are decorating the temple. Even though decorating the deities here, but the whole building is decorated by the deities. If no deity means why you are coming here? Why people are coming here? Why people giving money? Because Krishna is decorating. That's why the temples they are not different from the Dham. This is Vrindavan. It's Vrindavan. But if you are not qualified to be in Vrindavan, then you will be out. If you are not qualified to be in Vrindavan, then you will be out. Yeah. That's why, it's very, very important to understand that sometimes, in the conditioned stage, Brahmana, Brahmachari or devotee, when he receives Krishna, he thinks that, I made Krishna beautiful today. I made Krishna beautiful today. I think only I know how to dress, others don't know how to dress. When I dress, Krishna is smiling. Right? When I dress, Krishna is smiling good. Others smiling, Krishna is not smiling. One devotee once came and said that, Prabhu, Krishna is smiling today. I said, okay, fine, Hare Krishna. So I don't want to see Krishna smiling. Okay, fine. So the Archa Vigraha is actually not different from Krishna. That's why there is a sloka. What is that? Guru Su Naramati? Achhe Vishnu Sala, Achhe Vishnu Sila Agir. Ajay, to read this?
One who thinks the deity in the temple to be made of wood or stone, who thinks of his spiritual master in the disciplic association as an ordinary man, who thinks the Vaishnava in the Achyuta Gotra to belong to a certain caste or breed, or who thinks of Charnamrita or Ganges water as ordinary water, is taken to be a resident of hell.
So when you think Ganga as an ordinary water, when you think Guru, as coming from one caste, and similarly when you think the deity in the temple is material, Archye Vishnu Sila Adir, then what you are actually? You are?
Resident of hell.
Naraki Saha means resident of hell. Resident of hell. So you cannot think like that. The deity is so merciful. You have to understand that. Then when you understand, automatically the cleanliness standard comes inside. Suppose the flower fell inside, you take the flower and put it again for Krishna, then it means you don't see the deities as Krishna. So if you are sneezing in the altar and then you're not washing your hands and touching the deity immediately, it means what? You don't see the deities as Krishna. Suppose you are giving food late to Krishna, it means again you don't feel that Krishna is feeling hungry. You don't realize that Krishna is feeling hungry. And if you are not dressing properly and you don't want to learn, and again there is no love for deities. So we have to understand, we have to give the first class worship method for deities. We should give the best for deity worship. So you cannot think in another way. They are made of wood, they are made of stone, you think like that, then you will fall down. Okay, stop here. Any questions or comments from this verse?
Prabhu, so what is the ideal mood you should have while blessing the deities opulently?
Dasya,
That's
to think yourself a servant of the Lord.
they are helping me to rest them, right?
So mercifully they are giving opportunity to dress. So that should be the mood, fear. When you're going inside, the fear should be there, and then the person is, and then you're very careful. You don't talk much, on the altar, you hear more, then you hear the lectures mostly. And then, and then otherwise, that's your choice. You can hear, don't hear, that's up to you. But, like as much as possible. And, cleanliness and punctuality. And curtain must be open. Not like, okay, I'm going to dress for 3 hours today. Today, special day, I'll open 9:30, curtain. You cannot think like that, Deity worship means that should be running in the altar, okay, I should finish, open the curtain by 7:15, I should open, I cannot do more than this. So the servant mood, like a servant, if Modi is coming here, and all Modi sir will be running here and there, running here and there, that should be the attitude. Same thing for cooking, everything the same. That's the mouth. We have to be servant of the Lord. Then slowly the emotion intensifies. Then that will become prema. Then that will become prema. Take some time. Bhava will come after some time. Emotion will come. So you have to be very careful. When if something is fall down, and then immediately you must think, can I offer this to Krishna now? Then, if you don't know what is going on, just hands and legs are working. Hands and legs only working, hand is doing this, like this, mind is somewhere else, loitering somewhere else. Then how do you expect the mercy of Krishna? It's not about how nicely you decorate. It's not about how nicely you decorate the deities. It is about how nice conscience you have in the deities. Not about, spiritual life is not about doing everything perfect, no. Understand? Spiritual life is not about doing everything perfect. Spiritual life means you are trying to do everything with your best capacity. So best capacity you are doing. That means, deity worship. Understand? Anything else? Any doubts, Mataji? No questions?
Sometimes we may have I want to cook something nice for Krishna. I'm trying to do something careful, but for example, something like salt is more or something. But then what is the...
That's okay. Bhava Bhagi Janandana. Krishna see only your bhava, not like Krishna doesn't need your sweet taste. So it doesn't mean that you just give some lousy food every day, but you try your best. If you're making something, and then sometimes devotee asks, oh, why you made this like this? I don't know how to make, I just made. That is rascaldom. If you don't know, you learn properly and then you make. There are so many YouTube videos available. Why don't you, after seeing all this, if that doesn't come back, that is another thing. to knowing all this. That's another thing. That's a matter of learning. But you don't even know the process. Just doing something because I'm asked to do. Yeah.
So this means to take interest, to take initiative in order to learn things for Krishna.
I do that. So it takes time.
So in the initial stage, actually, sometimes we are conditioned by this thing. Oh, I like to do this. I don't like to do this. That conditioning is the initial event.
That's why the knowledge should come and help. That's why then you use your knowledge to say that no, it is not right. That's why the knowledge. That's why you read books. Then when you are stuck, the knowledge will alarm you. Alarm you, don't do this, this is bad, this, you are not pleasing Krishna, you are going away. Otherwise, ignorance is bliss. When someone is speaking philosophy, close ears. And that way also you can be happy. Close ears also you can be happy. But that's only temporary. Clear?
Yes.
Anything else?
And you told me, Prabhu, that everything is connected to Krishna, so everything is pure. Then why we are drinking liquor?
Why we are?
Why people then can drink liquor, same?
Because they are not connected to Krishna by consciousness. By body they are connected. By body they are connected. But by mind, not connected. Interest is not connected. Sure, understand? So, that's why the whole idea is about the consciousness. The consciousness to connect everything towards Krishna, to you. That is very important. That is spiritual life is all about how to connect in Krishna service. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, nothing much you can stop. And that you know. Bhagavad Gita, Gopal Gita, Lord Brahma. So you take prasadam and you can take rest today. So travel, okay? Take some rest. Others who are not